You're tuning in right now with clairvoyant Trevor and psychic medium brother Chris from the Haunting Live podcast and Divine Oracle podcast. Underneath the show, you have the opportunity to ask any questions that you wish. Put a question mark after any question. Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
There we go.
Alrighty, well, good evening, everybody. It's yours truly, psychic me, brother Chris, and Trevor's actually on chat right now. Trevor's actually over on the other side. Hey, Trevor, how's things going?
Doing quite well here tonight. We are down a computer still, so bear with us while we have some technical difficulties again this week. But we are running live, so we're live streaming tonight for you on Sunday's Readings Live.
Yeah, so tonight, though, I'm actually using Trevor's cell phone for Zoom, so that's why you guys will see Trevor's name actually on the screen. Anyways, those busy week we've had here, and we're going to be having a busy week coming up shortly. Gosh, that gas price, hopefully it goes down shortly for everybody worldwide. I know we all hope for that, but they're saying gas price will be going actually as high actually as $2 for North America. We do say thank you very much for everybody that's joining in tonight, and if you guys would love to get a reading those shortly, feel free to type in a question, but I'm going to start with a card opening. I did shuffle actually a couple decks of cards. I am right now on using Sean Leonard's Wisdom of the Elder cards, and the first card though that popped up, how's that, Trevor? For Angle.
That is good.
Okay, so the first card though actually is popping up though is the Milky Way, and this one here is Spiritual Road. Spiritual Road though that we're actually all underneath, and we do actually have to basically do the guideline though that hey, we can't go without our spiritual guidance and also with our ancestors. So yes, sorry about the card was a little bit up, but yes. The Milky Way, though, is actually always leading the way with all the stars. So it's leading us ourselves within the spiritual path. Our next one, though, that we're looking at, though, this one here is the ancestors. And this one here is going to be the spiritual guidance. So hopefully you guys can see that. Spiritual guidance right there is coming actually on. Spiritual guidance, so it's actually going to be with us, though, when we're actually on the road, though. And with this, though, the guidance is going to be directing us exactly which way we need to be able to move. It's going to help us all together. And the guidance, though, are actually with, like, say, our angels, our ancestors, or even actually our spirit guides. Again, those that they're helping us directly with our road, though, all together, and that's what's going to be happening. Now the last card though is a great one though, and it's one of the spirit animals. So this one here is the beaver, and it is to do with wisdom. So the wisdom though that's showing though is that the wisdom is going to teach us directly. All right, and that's all together all with us. I see a couple chats actually on right now. We do say thank you very much. And yeah, check out Jillian's my page actually underneath Facebook, since we are doing spiritual messages all together. Who's the first person, Trevor?
Well, we welcome Country Love Homestead to the show tonight. Thank you for joining us on our show here on Divine Oracle Podcast. She has a question for us saying, may I ask what's coming towards me in love? She wants a love reading.
All right, so within love, okay. So I'm not going to use actually the Wisdom of the Elder cards. I'm actually going to use the tarot cards, hoping nothing pops like this. I want to make sure. But yes. And again, if you guys are on Podbean, don't forget you have the chance for calling in absolutely free, live, and that way I can be able to get readings for you. Again,
yes, and I was just going to say, sorry to interrupt, but just a quick reminder for people that on our Podbean app, It is a free download, but that is going to be limited because coming up on May 18th, it'll be our last show on Podbean live stream. So we will only be on YouTube as of May 18th, as Podbean is making changes to their live stream service.
All right, so country is wanting to know about love situation, all right? So I am using the tarot cards. Within the past, though, this one here, it is the Eight of Cups, okay? So 8 of Cups, I don't know if you guys can see that without a glare, but 8 of Cups there. Everything that is showing, though, that everything within the past has been actually there. And things have been given to you, but the main thing, though, is with 8 of Cups, though, is directly, though, that you're waiting for things. And that seems like what is going actually on within the past. Even though it's a present right now. So the next one, though, that we're looking at, though, it is an upside down card, and it is the 10 of Swords. All right, so 10 of Swords reverse, though. This one here is basically those representing that there is a lot of waiting and patience. You have to get over top of whatever is blocking you. And what that blockage, though, is dragging you down. And what we can see again, though, is with the tip of the want that. We want to be able to move on. So that's with that one. Our next one, though, is the future. So the future one, it's a sword one. And this one here is a 7 of Swords, and it is reversed right now. Sorry. So 7 of Swords reversed. So, and you are going to be carrying a lot more weight than what you can usually do. So you need to be able to burn that weight off and be able to go a little bit more forward, actually, altogether. So get that weight off. Don't be carrying it, and be able to go a little bit more further down the road. Now, the outcome, though, what we're looking at, though, with the tarot cards, though, it is the King of Pentacles, and it is reversed. All right. So with the King of Pentacles, even though it's reversed, though, all right, is so that things are going to take a little bit longer, slower time. And right when you find that right person, though, things are going to be taking slower. Do not be rushing through things. Take your patience, and that's the best thing to do. All right. So yes, I do say thank you very much to everybody that's actually be joining in tonight. And yeah, so there's a lot of great things actually going on. All right. If you guys have questions, so feel free to type them in, or even actually be able to call in actually underneath Podbean. Now, yesterday I did a market actually in the city of Guelph. I was willing to help out the person altogether. The person does a great organization altogether, but there was a lot of vendors actually outside, and I was one of them. Meanwhile, I was doing a whole bunch of other things. And the thing though is, even though people are outside, and vendors are supposed to be outside, make sure vendors are actually outside. Make sure, though, that things are being actually all taken care of. Don't burn yourself out. And that's the worst thing to do during a vendor market, is burn yourself out, especially right when you're the host. If you got somebody helping you, that's great. All right. But try to get help from others around you. Hopefully those cards actually did make sense to you, country. And thank you very much for calling in tonight. So thank you very much. I see the message right there. Again, if you guys are joining in tonight, feel free. All right, type in your questions. We'd love to actually hear from you. And anything goes on the show. And Trevor will explain what that basically means.
Well, just want to mention we are experiencing a slower connection speed than normal tonight. So if you experience any pauses or slowdowns in our stream, hopefully that is just temporary. Don't know why, but it is a bit slow on the connection end tonight. Usually it's not, but not much we can do about it. And just hope it passes. But yes, anything goes on our show here. Most channels, when you tune into reading shows and they do live card readings, they like you to limit the type of questions that you ask, or only you want to do political stuff like that. Our channel is not like that. We are wide open. You can ask us anything you like, anything from political to work related to love questions to financial questions. anything that's on your mind, you can ask us and we'll see what the cards have to say for you. And we've done things that way here on Divine Oracle Podcast since we started, and also on Haunting Live Podcast when we switch over to that next week. But I'd like to remind people that we do have a couple people listening right now over on our Podbean app. So welcome everybody on Podbean as well tonight. If you have any questions, you have a free option under Podbean to actually call into the show. We will bring you live on the air to ask your questions in person. Only one question, though, per read at that time. And that's all we ask. And yeah, so feel free to either type your questions in, either here on YouTube or live on Podbean, and we'll bring you on the air to ask your question. But as a reminder, also, we are limited by Podbean by May 18th, so only a couple more shows to go, and you will lose that call-in feature. It won't be available, and we will be only streaming here on YouTube after May 18th.
All right, so we have a question that popped in on YouTube.
Sure, yes, I see. Diamond Girl, welcome to the show, Diamond Girl. Thank you so much for tuning in with us here on Divine Oracle Podcast tonight. We will get to your question here as well. So, well, looks like they just deleted their question. So maybe if you have another question or you wish to retype your question, we'll gladly do a reading for you to see what the cards have to say for you. And Country Love Homestead does say it made a ton of sense for them. So you're welcome.
Yep, no problem. Again, Eliza, I'm just reading the messages actually that's coming to you guys right from the cards. But yes, there is great messages coming actually all together. If you guys are on Podbean right now, feel free to type in or even give a call through that call button. That call button is absolutely free. I'd love to hear from you guys.
Okay, we have one here. Hello, Cupid.
Hi.
You are live with us. How are you?
Thank you for taking my call.
Not a problem. Just a reminder, it's only one question per call, but if you have a question, go right ahead.
My social life, I've had to revamp it. And I mean, I wouldn't mind having a boyfriend, but at the same time, it would be just, I'm looking for like a new social circle. Do you see something like in the spring or the summer when I can accomplish that?
Well, we can sure take a look and see what the cards say for you and do a quick reading here for you on that.
Okay, so sorry about you kind of cut out, but what was that again, Trevor?
Oh, she's looking to see what her social circle will improve maybe by the summer, possibly a new boyfriend, but just mostly social by the summer.
All right. So now, what I would say before I do the cards, though, is get active within your own community. Go out to coffee shops, see if there's anything posted actually in the coffee shops or within your own community through your community center. But I'm going to see what the cards have to say all together. Right now, shuffle them for you. And I do say thank you so much for giving a call in tonight. Alrighty. So I'm actually using the Name Spirit cards, actually from Sean Leonard. These are Wisdom of the Elder cards. So the first card, though, it is to do with springtime. So we're looking at springtime. It's going to be a new beginning for you. And it's a great thing, though, because always at spring, though, is kind of like the plants, though, are actually wanting to be grown. If you are in Canada or in a cool weather right now, again, plant those flowers, be able to grow. And that's sort of like the own spiritual life. Start some planting. See some planting all together. Sort of like what I was saying before I did the cards. So get active within your own community, go out for coffee shops, or start doing a walking club, actually all together. That's the best way, actually, for you. Our next card that we're looking at, though, this one here is Dreamcatcher, and it's dream time. What we need to do, though, is, even though it says Dreamcatcher and dream time, let your angels or even your ancestors or even your spirit guides be able to talk to you. Do some meditation. Right, clear out that negative energy, though, that's actually bringing us all down, and that way we're actually getting a little bit more clarification. At times though, we're half asleep, our spirits are actually talking to us. So do some meditation, and that way we can get some going for you. Our next one though that we're looking at though from the cards, so this one here is Sacred Journey, which is sort of, it sounds like with you, with what you want to know to do with actually your own spiritual life. This one here is transformation. So it's kind of like a caterpillar. Caterpillar is living, it's putting that cocoon around, and it transforms into a beautiful butterfly altogether. And what we need to do though is actually be able to transform so that we can actually be able to get that going for you. Again, those ground yourself at first, sort of like how that caterpillar is, put that cocoon around you, and be able to do some research. And once you actually find that research actually ready to go, which I've given you a couple ideas, you're going to transform and grow a little bit more beautiful actually altogether. Now the last card though that I actually have for you though is sacred actually ceremony. It's like a pipe, actually the picture. The sacred ceremony though is prayer. Send the energy actually out to your angels, or even your ancestors, or even with your guides, and they will actually be able to respond back to you. So the time period though that we're looking at though is basically though is late spring, early summertime. Though that you're gonna be able to find all those connections all together. Hopefully that helps you out on your spiritual walk.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
Yes. You're welcome, Cupid, and thank you for following us and joining in the show tonight. We appreciate you.
Okay, have a good night.
You too. Good luck. There you go. That was Cupid joining us on the show. Wonderful.
Yeah. So with our show, so we are actually here. Again, that was like what Trevor had said to you those week of the 18th, though unfortunately we don't have a show lined up. Trevor will be the last one though that will be doing the show on Podbean. We encourage you guys to actually check out our website at HauntingLivePodcast.com. We will be having links actually to our shows underneath Haunting Live Podcast, or even underneath here at Divine Oracle Podcast. We alternate every single week. And again, we would love to do it on Podbean, but Podbean's taking that feature away from us. So yeah, join us actually underneath YouTube, and that way you guys can be able to take part. So yeah.
Yes. Well, we've had a great show so far. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We greatly appreciate you taking your time out on a Sunday night and joining us. We're here each and every Sunday night, either on here at Divine Oracle Podcast or our other channel, which is Haunting Live Podcast. And we switch and alternate between the two channels each week. So like Chris said, next week we are over on Haunting Live Podcast at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. A lot of great things are happening all together. So for the long weekend here in Canada, even in parts of the States, you actually have also the long weekend coming up. We will be in a small community called Huntsville, Ontario, Canada. It's a beautiful location that's in Muskoka. And we are taking our nephew up with us. So yes. And hope he had a great weekend here.
Yes, our nephew had a little bit of a busy weekend. He was out with his cadet buddies doing some camping already this early in the year. It was a cold weekend for that, for sure.
Yeah. All right. So yes, type in your questions. We'd love to hear from you, or you can press that call-in button if you're listening on Podbean. So
see if there's any more participants in. Not right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a general reading for the week? See what's coming up for people?
Yeah, I'll just do a general reading. But before that, though, do you want to throw it to the other feature? And that there would be, if Trevor doesn't have yet, that there is actually to do with pick a card.
Yes, we can start pick a card a little early. Normally we do it halfway through, but we can sure do that right now instead tonight. So let's do pick a card first.
I tell you what to do. Pick a card. I tell you what to do. Pick a card.
Alrighty, so yeah, we are back from pick a card. And I always pick a card though. I did shuffle cards, and you have the option for picking 1, 2, or 3. So get your numbers ready, and hopefully your cards actually do help you out within this week here. So the first card that we're looking at though, it is card number 18, and this on these are Sean Leonard cards, and this one here it is winter. We don't want winter, but winter is happening within parts of the upper states and also within parts of Canada. We are getting cold weather right now, and the thing is, it feels like winter, but we need to be able to get that weather gone and be able to bring actually that spring back to us. So yes, that's what we need to do. All right, then that's card number 1. If you guys picked card number 2, it is plant. And this one here with Plant Nation, though, this one here it is did you do with herbal medicine? Again, those if you need some herbal medicine to be able to cleanse yourself, we do encourage you guys actually to do this. The reason why is because without herbal medicine, where we be, it's a little bit better actually than actually take cosmetic from the doctor, but if you need to be able to take some natural medicine, we encourage you guys to take some natural medicine actually, and that's actually for this week here. It is tobacco sacred medicine. All right, so even if you smoke, don't worry about it. It's not to do with that. Tobacco sacred medicine, though, it is a great thing. Though, the reason why is because whatever we take actually from Mother Earth, we always have to be able to get back to her. And again, on this card for card number 3, so whatever you take actually from Mother Earth, also put some tobacco in. If you guys are planting, though, especially planting season's coming up right now, put a little bit of tobacco in there and thank Mother Earth altogether. So those are your cards for this week here. The Divine Oracle Podcast.
I tell you what to do. Pick a card. I tell you what to do. Pick a card.
Alrighty, so yes, we're back again, and you guys might be noticing behind me, I've got one of our old banners up. It is material. Tuesday, it is wear a piece of red clothing. We encourage you guys actually wear a piece of red clothing. This is for murdered, missing Indigenous women, and that stands for MMIW, but it's also standing for Children in Two-Spirit. Now, the thing that is, it's something like 5 to 1%. So 5% is actually Indigenous people though, that go missing or murdered, compared to non-Indigenous people, which is only the 1%. We need to get this awareness actually out. So again, let's wear a piece of red actually on Tuesday and help share some the support actually on MMIW. And this is happening worldwide. All right, how are we doing so far?
Still having connectivity issues. We're getting poor signals tonight online. Not sure what's going on, but seems to be still streaming anyway. We'll continue here until hopefully it improves. But not much we can do with the internet. Just gotta roll with it. So
let me know as if you pick it up a little bit, because I just killed off my end, which might be having interference with that.
it's probably our main connection coming in right now. So
Yeah. All right, so right where we are, we have completely cold weather, and it's not cold, but for people in the States, so it's actually in the 50s, 60s, what it feels like right now. And yes, usually at this time right where we are located, the weather, though, is not like this. So, all right, so if you guys are calling in or typing in, both on Podbean or YouTube, feel free. We would love to actually hear from you. So just gotta find out where's my Trevor.
Yes, still here, so we're still streaming live right now. If anybody's around that's tuning into us, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate you checking out our shows each and every week, especially our regulars that come on, which is kind of strange. I don't see them tonight. They must be busy. So we got some new people, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of you.
Yeah. Without you guys, we would not be here. So yeah, yesterday though, again, those got the word out, and hopefully some of the people are from yesterday I was talking with at the Fender Market are on, and yes, and as we have a lot of great shows underneath our Podbean, and each and every week though here at Divine, we post on Saturdays. We're going to be going actually on this summer break away from interviewing special guests. And Julian and myself, we are going to be sitting down and going back to a little bit actually of discussions. And then hopefully come September, we're going to be bringing back some of the previous guests that we had to see exactly how their journey is, and also bring in some new people so we can finish season 2. How are things actually on your Podbean?
On Haunting Live's side, we are doing quite well. We have a brand new show that we just posted this past week for you, and we welcome an author to the show to talk about a couple of books that he has just written. He's into the horror and paranormal side of things, and he has written a couple of books that he talked about. And these books are unique because he actually wrote the entirety of these books while staying at these haunted locations. So it's not like he took somebody's stories and rewrote them. He actually stayed there, experienced it himself, and physically wrote the whole book while he stayed there. And I believe he stayed there for something like 8 weeks, so it was quite a long time. And we welcome him to the show. And his name is Brian Peony. And he just tells some interesting stories about his experiences that he shared. One is at a state prison in Missouri, I believe, and he talks about his experiences there. And he also shares his experiences at another place called the Ditto House. And that one also involves a creature known as Sasquatch on the property that he had encounters with, not just paranormal stuff. So, wide range of topics in his books. Very interesting guy. He also grew up in a funeral home in Salem, Massachusetts. So that is another interesting thing about him that he talks about with us on the show. So go check that out underneath Haunting Live podcast. It is posted there right now for you to check out.
Yeah. Yeah, those, we always work hard, so yes, we always encourage you guys actually to take part. Yeah, so I guess it's kind of a little bit quiet tonight.
Yes, it's quiet on both ends under YouTube here, but we thank everybody for tuning in, and especially for the call came in over on Podbean. That was wonderful to have you call in, Cupid, there on Podbean, so thank you so much. But with that, do you want to end it now, or do you want to do a couple more readings on any topics? Just general?
Doesn't matter. I'll do a couple more readings. You just throw them at me and we'll see what goes on. Unfortunately, I need to do one right now. We're going to do one with Carrot Top. If you want to call him Carrot Top, we're going to deal with actually his health. Unfortunately, they're trying to hide him right now, actually from everybody because of his health, even though he has gone more delusional. And we're going to see what's going actually on there. We're going to look actually with the Oracle cards. We're not going to look at the tarot cards. The Oracle cards will be speaking a little bit better altogether, and we're going to go from there. So yeah, let me take off the glasses that way we see them a little bit better, and that way we get a little bit awesome better stuff. So all right, so I'm doing 3 cards right now. The first card they'll do with this health, though, it is the Great Spirit, and it is the Creator. So the Creator is actually holding him back, and bringing him actually more delusional. Since everybody within the States and Canada actually knows he's more delusional, he is going to be causing a little bit more ruckus, and things have to be done the right way. All right, so the next one that we're going to look at, though, this one here is one of the animal spirit cards, and this one here is humility, and it is the wolf. All right. So basically, though, is with humility and the wolf, though, is basically showing though that he's making a big fool of himself. The wolf, though, it is usually strong, But the thing though is with him though, it's not good at all. This is for entertainment purposes. So yeah. All right. And our last one though is one of my spirit cards, and this one here, it is the eagle, and it's to do with love. So what we need to do, they'll show ourselves a little bit more love, though, that we actually have all together. And without love, where would we be? So yeah, show that love to each other and show comfort. Well, this is going actually on right now, worldwide. He thinks so that he's doing good, but nope. Look at what happened last week to do with the ballroom, though. He was actually denied about that. So yeah. All right.
And also look what happened last week as well when King Charles came over and humiliated him as well.
Yeah. All right. Even though the U.S. Congress actually basically sentenced for the courts and all that have said though that you can't flip over. They were all paid off by Trump. Trump is actually in the poorhouse. I'd like to know how he's getting the money for paying people. So yeah. Now with Canada though, with where we live, those Ontario, the big controversy right now is to do with Toronto, Ontario, Canada, to do with the small airport of Billy Bishop. That's part of Trevor's family's heritage, which is actually Billy Bishop, but not the airport. So we're going to take a look actually at
We
that.
have, let's pause that. We have a caller calling in on Podbean.
Wonderful.
Let me see if I can get back to them here. There.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Darlene. How are you?
Hello. This is Darlene.
Yes, how are you?
How are you guys? It's been a long time.
Yes, has. How are things down there?
I hope I'll be able to find you when, Podbean's going to be deleted, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to find you. I don't know where you'll be going.
Do
Make
you?
sure you let me know where you are going.
Yeah, we will. Do you have YouTube at all?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's where we normally stream our shows, is on our YouTube channel, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that means I got to subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah, you'll have to download the free app for YouTube and just find our channel and subscribe to that. Yeah. It's still a free app, yes.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
And what is this show called?
It's called Divine Oracle Podcast.
Okay. Maybe you can post that in the thing.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see if I can type it in here for you.
Yeah, type it in for me and I'll screenshot it. So I know it's coming up pretty close when they're going to get rid of Podbean.
Yeah, it's May 18th is our final date. And after that, we'll just be on YouTube, unfortunately. But I'll type it in after we're done here. Do you have a question?
On YouTube?
No, unfortunately you can't. You can only type in questions on YouTube.
Oh.
We might try to find another way of doing it for you guys, but we're not sure yet. So
I think somebody else says that they're going to do Facebook and then they're going to do Zoom.
yeah,
Remember for you to call in on Zoom?
yeah, we might try that as well. We used Zoom on the background here, so that might work.
I think she said they can have up to 100 callers.
Oh, okay.
I think is what they said. I don't know, but I think that's what she told me.
Okay, we'll look into that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Do you have a question for me tonight, love?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Well, I got offered to trade my boat for some property, which I'm thinking about. I want some property, but I still love my boat too. But I also think about my health. Am I going to be in a wheelchair? Or would I be better off finding a piece of property just because I'm worried about if I have to go in a wheelchair? But then I love where I'm at. And so I looked at the property, but the only thing is there's a well there, and I don't know they said somebody backed into it, so it may just need to be revised. I don't know, but it doesn't have a septic there either. But I'm like, where would I get money to build anything? You know, if I traded it for the piece of property. So he said he'd give me $5,000, but that would barely even cover drilling for a well. You know, because I think a well starting out for a shallow one is like 4,800. So I don't know. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of property, so I'm just kind of confused. And then me and my ex are talking and kind of getting back together, and
Okay.
you know, kind of taking it slow. I'm just curious what you see with everything.
Yeah, well, we'll take a look and see what the cards have to say for your properties. So.
Yeah, I'd be shuffling the cards for you, love. I'm actually using Sean Leonard's actually Wisdom of the Elder Oracle cards. Now the thing though, the first thing though, it is to do with the spiritual world, and this one here is optimistic, and that's sort of like right where you are right now. Is optimistic, but it's to do with the spiritual world, right? And basically, those ask your ancestors, your spirit guides, or even your angels actually for the help. They will actually be able to come through for you. With this property, though, I know that you love that boat 100%. But the thing though is we have to be able to draw actually on the spiritual side. So with this thing here, we have to get though is actually ask for help altogether. Again, though, is the card does have a couple of animals actually on it. There's blue jays on there, there's butterflies, and also looks like a dragonfly actually on. And again, those ask the spirits actually to be with you. Ask for the help altogether. And our next card that we're looking at, though, it is two spirits, though, which is basically representing actually the male and female side. And this one here is balance, though. Once we be able to actually ask for an energy later on down the road, we're going to get the balance actually those, and this is going to help you out with all together. And the spirits are going to come through for you. They're going to help you out directly. So good to know that's with the balance, though. Now the last one though that's going to happen though is you're going to get the love, and it's the eagle card that's popping up, and it has a large heart over top of the eagle all together, and the wings are quite spread apart actually on the picture of the eagle. And this is one of the sacred animal spirit cards that we are looking at, though. Love though is happening. Once we be able to draw those questions actually to the spirits and be able to get the balance, the love's going to happen, and you're going to be able to get actually everything given to you within the right time. It might take a little bit longer, but the thing though is love. And with the wheelchair though, girl, what I was picking up right when you were talking about the wheelchair though is going to kind of slap you back. But the thing though is you're going to find a little bit more freedom though. Because besides the wheelchair, you're going to actually be able to get that scooter though, and that scooter is going to be able to help you out for traveling a little bit more. So hopefully those cards actually help you out tonight. And it's good talking with you, love.
Thank you. So I'm confused.
Trevor can explain to you.
You see me keeping the boat for longer, or what?
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to get things sorted out, is what the cards say. But it was saying connect with your spirit guides or your angels, whoever you most talk to, and they'll guide you along your way that way. So they're saying just ask for some guidance, and it'll come to you eventually. Okay. So it's going to take a little bit longer than what you're thinking, unfortunately, but it looks like you'll stay in the boat for a little bit longer.
Okay. This guy knows if he's being all the way truthful with me.
Yeah, and that's what the other card I think said as well with the love connection is make sure your heart is in the right place as well. So.
Well,
and also with the balance.
Yeah, and the balance card too. Yeah. So there's got to be a balance between him, right, and you deciding what you want to do. Yeah. Okay. So maybe work out things with him, make sure he's okay with stuff, and then the spirits will guide you along that way.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, something to think about, and time will help, right? So.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and nice to talk to you again.
Okay, you
too, honey. Thanks.
Yes, you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, so that was actually from one of our longtime listeners, though, from a while ago, right when we first of all started here, actually, Annie doing the streams. And we do say thank you very much, and it's good to hear her lovely voice here tonight.
Yes.
So just like her, you guys can actually be able to call in, or you can type actually online. So.
Okay, well, we're going to end the show up here, I think, tonight. We've been on for almost 45 minutes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to us tonight underneath Divine Oracle Podcast. We are live on YouTube, and this is a free app for those that don't know about YouTube. YouTube is a free downloadable app. You don't have to pay for it, and you can search for our channel, Divine Oracle Podcast. If you're following us under Podbean, you won't be able to follow us underneath Podbean as of May 18th. So you'll need to switch over to our YouTube channel and subscribe there. It's all totally free. We don't charge for anything. Even the readings here are free. So if you're interested, follow us over on YouTube.
And next week, though, Trevor will be in the hot seat, so we do encourage you guys actually to tune in. And he'll be live actually underneath this Podbean of HauntingLive. And yes.
Yep, so let's now do a close reading for the show this week and see what your week is going to be like coming up for the first full week of May. Can't believe we're in May already.
Yes, and May has been kind of all over the place. So, yeah. All right. So I was just did the bridge, and I sent out the energy, so. Alrighty, so with the close tonight, though, what we're looking at, though, is air. We're looking at breathing and manifestation. So basically, with breathing and manifestation, though, is we always have to be able to take that breath and be able to relax ourselves throughout this week, though. Don't let things be rushing you, because if we let everything rush us, we're going to take a burn out of ourselves. Meditate and be able to breathe slowly. Our next one, though, is the talking circle, and this one here is listening. Whoever is talking, though, is don't cut them off. Let them be able to speak. Share the talking with anybody else. If you have positive feedback, share the positive feedback throughout this week and be able to listen, not only with your ears, but with also your heart. And that's the best thing to do. So that's with that one there. Our last one, though, is my spirit total animal. And this one here is the turtle, and it is the truth. So if you originally look at the turtle, originally look at the calendar, they'll let us way back in time, it was 13 days. Sorry, not 13 days, 13 months with 29 days altogether. So what we need to do is be able to speak the truth and be able to be like a turtle, stay in one place, but take our home with us. Doesn't matter wherever you go, the home is always with you. So those are actually your cards for the close for May 3rd for the week up until May 9th. You guys have a good one, and we'll see you guys next week with Trevor here underneath this show of Haunting Live Podcast, both underneath YouTube and Podbean. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Trevor, host of Haunting Live. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to our podcast. Brand new content posted every single Monday at 8:30 a.m. Please follow us here on the Podbean app for more great content, and we look forward to providing you some new shows.
Haunting Live Podcast. Have you ever wanted a spiritual reading? Why not reach out to Brother Chris through the Divine Oracle podcast page? He's a certified Oracle reader and has been doing readings for so many years, reaching people with their higher self and the spirit side, with angels, ancestors, and the animals. Why not reach out to Brother Chris? Check him out at HauntingLivePodcast.com.